Hi, FBs. I was reading Job this morning, and I just thought I would make a little video because this particular chapter in the New English, the New Living Translation, sure sounded like the newspaper that we read in today. Why doesn't, it's Job 24. It says, Job asks why the wicked are not punished. Why doesn't the Almighty bring the wicked to judgment? Listen to how it sounds. Why must the godly wait for him in vain? Evil people steal land by moving boundary markers. They steal livestock and put them in their own pastures. They take the orphan's donkey and demand the widow's ox as security for a loan. The poor are pushed off the path. The needy must hide together for safety like wild donkeys in the wilderness. The poor must spend all their time looking for food, searching even the desert for food for their children. They harvest the field they do not own, and they glean in the vineyards of the wicked all night. They lie naked in the cold without clothing or covering. They're soaked by mountain showers. They huddle against the rocks for want of a home. The wicked snatch a widow's child from her breast, taking the baby as security for a loan. The poor must go about naked without any clothing. They harvest food for others while they themselves are starving. They press out olive oil without being allowed to taste it, and they tread on the winepress as they suffer from thirst. The groans of the dying rise from the city, and the wounded cry for help. Yet God ignores their moaning. Wicked people rebel against the light. They refuse to acknowledge its paths, its ways, or stay in its paths. The murderer rises in the early dawn to kill the poor and needy at night. He is a thief. The adulterer waits for the twilight, saying, "No one will see me then." He hides his face so no one will know him. Thieves break into houses at night and sleep in the daytime. They're not acquainted with the light. The black night is their morning. They allay themselves with the terrors of darkness, but they disappear like foam down a river. Everything they own is cursed, and they are afraid to enter their own vineyards. The gavel consumes sinners just as drought and heat consume snow. Their own mothers forget them. Maggots will find them sweet to eat. No one will remember them. The wicked people are broken like a tree in a storm. They cheat the woman who has no son to help her. They refuse to help the needy widow. Wow. God in his power drags away the rich. They may rise high, but they have no assurance of life. They may be allowed to live in security, but God is always watching them. And though they are great now, in a moment they will be gone like all others, cut off like heads of grain. Can anyone claim otherwise? Who can prove me wrong?